night, game night.
Yeah.
Dubstep segue. Fashion nice. Neon rings.
Yeah, we don't need special effects. We got Dennis.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome everybody to Tuesday night.
Yay.
Hour past. Where are we? Nothing new.
Had a little bit of a hang up tonight. That's all right. So tonight, Gail, if you'd like to say what we're doing.
Yeah, for Facebook, and I already mentioned it to you guys. We're doing Ghostbusters, the role-playing game. It's pretty fun. It's an older game, real simple to learn, really easy to learn, and really funny. It's played totally for humor. But it's kind of it's been long out of print. It's kind of hard to find, and might be kind of pricey if you do find it. But you get a chance to check it out. Definitely worth it.
It is on eBay, but it is expensive.
Yeah, but we are going to be playing it tonight, so we will play with this for a little bit and at least get through another chapter or two.
All right, we're going to play with ourselves.
Yep. So,
I'm ready.
since we're getting late to start, we'll go ahead and get started. So, Steve, Jack Rabbit, and Bubba Smith and Steve Chase are all on a call right now. Sterling stayed back at the headquarters for now, watching the cat, and Boris and Natasha, you guys are probably just getting back from a previous engagement you had elsewhere, and you're just reporting back to work.
We were chasing moose and squirrel.
Yeah, moose and squirrel.
Moose and squirrel.
Yeah. Those spies.
Okay, if it's
So,
extra. And it went that way.
yeah, we're going to backtrack a little bit. You guys are on the call. And remember you got a phone
under your
call.
chair.
You had discovered there was another ghost you're going after.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
And you had another phone call that I said was from Shania, I think.
Wayne?
Your secretary.
Oh, right.
I love it.
It might be
Love it.
I love it.
I can't remember. Shania.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, but it's not going to be that call. It's not going to be her calling you. It's going to be Sterling since he's at the headquarters.
Right.
So, Sterling, you get a phone call and somebody is in desperate need of help.
I have 6.
So we'll cut this short. We're not going to role play out the phone call. Basically,
There are.
just don't go in there. Yeah. You get a call that there is apparently a ghost at the Empire Hotel here in Coopersville, and this ghost is apparently frightening some of the guests.
Oh.
Yeah, and it seems to be some sort of witch or something. They don't know what it is or whatever, but it's a very seemingly angry ghost, and you might want to get here quick. So as you take that call, Boris and Natasha kind of walk in, reporting for duty today. And
That moose and squirrel know how to party.
first roll of the evening, you guys can roll your brains.
Press up the sleeves.
You guys can roll your brains to notice something, unless you have a skill, like a talent, like notice or see.
Them.
Yeah, them.
Yeah, no,
Range of 3.
those guys there.
Occult studies is her specialty.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 6 dice. So I should make sure that's
Sure goes nice.
And remember, the ghost is
Do
the
I roll all
6.
6?
So
If you roll the ghost, let them know, because that means something else happens.
Well, only
Okay, what is the ghost? The star? Like,
yes.
Yeah. So,
okay. So that just those 5 or those 6? Do I need to?
yep. And then what you're going to do is
No.
add them together.
6 with the ghost die.
Okay.
add them together. If you didn't, did you get those ghost die?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so just add
add
all those
them
together.
Your target number is going to be probably 7.
8. What's the target? Sorry?
7.
7. So if you got over 7 already, you're good.
Yeah, I mean, you got 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you roll?
8.
Okay.
Natasha's like, yep.
As Sterling hangs up the phone, he's like, suit up, we got a call. And you're going to call them because they have the car to come and get you.
She has a... Well, she can only... So you're not be able to take all three of us.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah,
So I thought I only had a motorcycle.
yeah.
Balance one on the back and one on the handles are good to go.
Yeah. So, but as he hangs up
drive it
the
that way.
phone and calls the guys, you guys notice on the counter next to him is an open can of tuna.
Next to who?
Next to Serling.
Yeah.
There's an open can,
yeah.
There's an open can of tuna, and you notice it's kind of splattered with ectoplasm.
It's unusual. I did try it.
That's
Slimy.
been having a snack.
God, I have no idea.
Did we name it yet?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
it had
Trixie,
a color.
Trixie.
I mean, Jinx.
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 Trixie, Trixie.
That's the other one you hired.
That's the other one. That you come
That's the key word is hired.
Yes. She does have ectoplasm too, but
Yeah,
we won't
it's
go
a
into
whole different kind.
Ghostbusters OnlyFans.
As for Reverend Gary, I'm saying, yeah, we got a cat. Dead cat.
Okay. I'd like to feed it.
We swing it around once in a while.
Can't talk about ghosts near without hitting a dead cat.
So you guys
No
just finished
cats are
talking
making
to
this
the
podcast.
ghost you just talked to, and basically you get the call, so you got to go back by the headquarters to pick these guys up, and then head to the Empire Hotel. So you guys run out, get in the car. hightail it back.
Oh yeah, we're going after. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
So in the car, explained to both of you the
yeah,
plot.
when you
So-
get to the hotel or the headquarters, everybody piles in the car, and you guys can kind of explain what you've just witnessed.
Bottom line, well, excuse me, I have to get in his wood. Well, anyway, what's going on at the everything is that there's this rock band, you see, and they all got killed, and now we got to go capture the singer,
No, the guitarist.
the guitarist.
We already captured the singer on
We did?
accident.
I thought we captured, no.
No, that was the singer. Remember the wailing, singing?
Yeah, we didn't catch him yet, did we?
We there?
Yeah. He's in the
he?
trap in the containment unit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
right.
Now we got to go.
We're there, right?
Yeah.
Who we got to capture? I forgot.
So is that the banshee?
Come on, man, you gotta pay attention now.
Well, I swear to God there was a pipe bomb involved. I didn't know what was going on.
That was the cat.
Right. But that never got resolved.
What now? I can't remember what. Is that my voice? Is that it? I think that's it.
I told you to duck when you get in the car.
Well, I hit my head and I forget what I am, and then I remember I'm not Elvis. I am Bubba.
Did you ever think maybe you're possessed by Elvis, Bubba?
Now that has happened. I do have a strange urge for bananas dipped in peanut butter, or my body dipped in peanut butter while I eat a banana. I'm not sure how Elvis really did it, but I'm pretty sure it was close to that.
Drive faster, Steve.
Now, if you'd like to help me on my next experiment,
No, I'm good, Ed.
No.
I'm good.
why does no one want to help me find Elvis inside of me?
Although I think I can use you
Quick
for
flashback. The screen goes, and you see Steve in the kitchen putting away groceries. $472 for peanut butter. And we're back.
Yeah, well, it worked. I'll tell you what.
Who's peanut
You're
butter?
upon this ghost. Oh,
Bubba Hotep.
So what was the phone call I actually took?
Yeah, the phone call was for the Hotel Empire. There is a female ghost who's scaring the bejesus out of people. She seems like she's a witch. She's very angry, obviously, and people are like, yeah, okay. She's up on the 14th floor, and apparently looking for someone, and if it's not who she finds, she throws them around the room and they run out. So she is apparently searching for someone and not being very kind about it.
Are we going to send the cat out of the game? We're going to send the cat into the containment to try to find the singer?
After you capture this
After we
ghost.
capture okay.
Because you remember,
I remember now, yeah.
all right, so in a nutshell, Steve will be like,
That's the
let me explain. There's too much. Let me explain. Basically,
Okay,
he says,
so-
all right, so we got to call the other
Talks
day.
up there. Go ahead, sorry. I'm just,
Well, I've got to explain it to
Oh,
all the
sorry.
people here.
so anyway, there.
Thank you.
here, my lord.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it was very refreshing. It wasn't it?
That was nice.
This thing, real
You missed one.
It's all real lemonade. I know this.
So basically, these guys got a
A couple
call
went that
and
way.
captured a ghost at an apartment building that was basically like a wailing banshee. It was moving around. They went in, fought it, captured the ghost, put it in a trap, took it back, put it in the containment unit. No thoughts. Looked like I had long, shaggy hair, maybe a tattered leather jacket, so distorted face with a big open mouth, and they used their slime blower and the proton packs, put it in a trap, put it in the unit, called it a day. The next day, they got a call to the local amphitheater, and there was like knocking and moaning and this spooky looking cowboy ghost or something that was appearing and scaring people. So they went out there. They actually got to talk to those two ghosts, and one of them introduced himself as Lemmy Mustaine, and he is a bassist for a band, or he's a guitarist, I'm sorry. And then there was a drummer named Keith Grohl, and he is the other ghost. And they kind of met them. Lemmy Mustaine is the creepy looking cowboy ghost, real gaunt, but when he reverts to himself, he looks more normal. You can imagine what he looks like. Lemmy from Motorhead. But it's Lemmy Mustaine, two of the great guitarists, and then Keith Grohl, who was named after the two greatest drummers, Keith Moon and Dave Grohl. So they are there, and they explained to you that a couple weeks ago or so, their tour bus had an accident, and the whole band died in the accident. They were on their way here to play their farewell tour, their farewell show, and they've written a perfect song just for it. They never got to play it. Well, apparently, the lead singer had kind of dissed and blown off this groupie who ended up being a witch. She was not happy, so she cursed him. And Lemmy, who knows a little bit about the occult himself, has deduced that they're here, him and Keith. If the others don't get here to this spot where they were going to play their final show by midnight tonight, they will become soulless wraiths and haunt everybody, and they will be basically damned. So they don't want that to happen. So they actually drew attention to get you guys to come here so they could explain it. And as soon as they're like, well, we're missing our lead singer and our bassist. And they're like, I think we know where your lead singer is. We'll have to get that. We'll have to figure that out. So they're going to have to get into the containment unit and get him out without releasing everything. Steve had an idea that they might be able to use your new cat, Jinx, to go into the containment unit and bring him out. So, the last member of the group is the bassist, Lita Ford Joan Jett. She is the super hot bassist of the band.
Beyond hot.
Yeah, she is beyond hot.
Uber hot.
Yeah.
True fortress of life.
And they said she used to hang out at the Hotel Empire with her no good drug dealing boyfriend. They were always fighting there. And they're like, that might be where she is. And then you guys got a call. Hey, the Hotel Empire, there's this female ghost here that's really pissed off. And Lemmy's like, I think that would be her. So the plan is to go talk to Lita. Lemmy's like, I don't know if she can calm her down or not. Because she's not here, she might be becoming less of herself, just like the lead singer was. Keith and Lemmy actually manifested here because they've been here before, and Lemmy focused and drugged Keith with him, so they're okay. But they are kind of losing themselves. So you're going to have to get her, either trap her and bring her here and release her, or talk to her into coming along with you, calm her down. But they need to get her here, and then you guys have to get the guy out of the containment grid and be here before midnight tonight, so they can play their farewell song and move on from this realm.
She was just a singer,
She was the bassist.
the bassist.
The singer's in the containment.
Yeah.
So on the way over, Jack,
And he did tell you, sorry, you did ask the singer's name.
right.
His name is
That's a crazy name.
Vince Osborne.
Vince Lorca.
Yeah.
Oh,
like- Like Vince Steele. Now, less on the Aussie, more on the Vince Steele.
oh, right.
Yeah, there you go. So, and right about now, it's like 4 in the afternoon.
Jack will say on the way over to the hotels, well, maybe we can use this this bassist person to get the singer out of the containment unit. Kind of hard to talk to the cat.
Well, Lemmy did say if you put her in the containment unit and you can't get them back out in time, well, they're screwed. And Steve is like, once we put her in there, we don't know if she's going to come back out or not. You know, Jinx, we can fit her with. He's been designing something.
You know how to put equipment on a ghost? You've been holding out.
Well, I don't know if it's going to work or not.
Oh, is this a Bubba invention?
Don't worry, I can talk to that damn cat. I know cat now real well. Real well. We had a long conversation.
Walks in the moonlight.
It's the peanut butter, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's cat food.
It's the cat food in the peanut butter.
Some of that their cat food.
Oh, don't. Oh.
He was the one that ate the ecto tuna, wasn't it?
The texture is odd.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like you're eating a snot.
With a fish taste.
Yeah.
Oh, like
No way to
oysters.
even that out.
Yeah, it will, and it's our family fish fry kind of thing. But you know, Grandpa Moses doesn't change the grease. Says it adds flavor. Well, I think it adds ectoplasm.
Okay, I'm never coming to your fish fry.
And that's why I like you, Steve, and I won't invite you.
You don't have to get to the Empire Hotel.
Yes.
Stop slowing down, Steve. We gotta go.
You guys pull up the Hotel Empire, and as you get out, it's actually a really big, kind of like a Hilton hotel. It's not as fancy, but it's a big, nice hotel. It's probably about 15 floors, and it's kind of like a 3.5-star hotel. So it's got like the potted plants, kind of like the Sedgwick Hotel. It's like, ooh, really nice, you know, meant for high-paying guests or whatever. So you guys pull up out front, get out, walk into the door.
And we have an original ecto. I mean, it's not the.
I'm thinking those ones.
It's from the first movie, Ecto,
Yeah.
the old '59 Cadillac.
Replica vehicle.
Right. It's not a modern one. Hmm?
Not the station wagon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure I have
Not
the right
the-
image
Has it
in my
been
head.
refitted with the jump seat that swings out?
See, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But
Well, I
it
have
will
been
be.
working on this porta potty.
Oh no!
I gotta pee. Let me go.
You'll make it scream, but I don't know what it'll be.
Stop making it face forward for crying out loud. This is difficult.
So you guys come in. Somebody inevitably hollers out, "Hey, anybody see a ghost?" And get some odd looks as you walk in. You kind of walk up. There's a big hotel-like lobby. You see some people down in the lobby who are obviously oblivious to what's going on, but there are a couple of people at the front desk with bags hastily packed, disheveled, like having a conversation like, we'll come back, just give me a refund, whatever. And as you kind of walk in, around the counter comes a gentleman in a suit, nice suit, a little bit older, kind of hair combed over to the side, little mustache, and he walks up. "Ah, you're here. Thank you.
Where's the problem?
It's on the 14th floor. And as far as I know, she's still up there. And we're losing customers quite quickly, so if we could handle this so I can put their minds at ease and get them back in the rooms, that would be great.
Don't worry, we got this under control.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'll go up and pet him on the head. Don't you folks worry. We're gonna get rid of that possession.
Patting everybody on the head.
That possessed
Don't
demon is
worry.
trying to suck
Don't
your
worry.
soul. We're gonna
Don't
get
worry.
those first. We're gonna get rid of it and be safe as slugs and the bugs and all that sort of business in your bed.
Onward to the elevator.
I'm following him.
The ones that are
here,
easily packed, when you talk about the possessed demon that's about to suck your soul and drag it to hell, they're like, they go like an extra shade of white. One lady actually swoons.
Oh,
and the
no, we're
bellhop's
gonna
like,
take-
"I'll catch you." And she falls right through his arms. And, sorry. The people who don't, who obviously are just here for a room or just checking out, are like,
Oh, we're filming a movie.
ah.
Ghostbusters 8.
Ate the sushi, ate the steak, ate the cat food.
This is the B version of Ghostbusters.
Oh no!
Oh, wow, we made it to B. All right,
right, so
I'm
you
up in
guys-
the elevator.
All right, now you open the elevator and you all look at each other. You're gonna have to take 2 elevators, or somebody's gonna have to take the stairs because you're like starts piling in, and it's like your proton packs, and the door just keeps ding, ding.
All right.
Because you can't get
I'll
it.
race you.
You gonna run
I'll
upstairs?
step out for another elevator.
I'll take
Step out with him to another
You're gonna
elevator.
take the stairs. Okay. So you guys are getting in an elevator,
Yeah.
and then you guys are getting in an elevator, and you're running upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna race him.
Steve, I'm sure, is in one of the elevators. Steve, you gonna try to race him?
No, he's gonna try and make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Which is racing him.
See you up there. He gets in an elevator. You're on your own, dude.
That's fine.
So okay, so
Which elevator is Steve in?
he'll probably get in the elevator with you 2 guys.
Jackrabbit looking at, so you do realize you'll let Baba go free, right?
There's gonna be property damage either way.
That's true.
Yeah.
Never mind. Switch me
If we're
on.
lucky, we'll get up there and deal with the ghost before he shows up. Or he'll just keep running and go out the 15th floor and back into the parking lot,
End of the ectomobile, right?
theoretically.
One way or another.
All right, Bubba,
Yeah.
do you have the talent running?
Oh,
for
of
anything?
course not.
Okay, what's your moves?
3.
Okay, roll.
Oh, it's 1 dice per.
You're racing an elevator.
All right.
14 flights.
14 flights of stairs. Where do these stairs go?
You
Up.
need a 25. Now, don't forget, you can spend brownie points if you wish on that roll. Every
Okay.
brownie point you spend allows you to roll an extra 6-sider.
Oh,
One of them has to be the ghost die, obviously, but for every brownie point you
I got a ghost. And I'll spend another
See, look. There you go. Boom, boom. Not forgotten.
7. 13.
13 and a ghost.
Yep.
All right, so
You got 13 and a ghost.
yeah, your target number
Here's
is
where it gets
25.
fun, folks.
Yeah,
This is what happens when we roll a ghost.
now when a character rolls a ghost, if it's a Ghostbuster or a human character, usually something bad happens. But the thing is, the Ghostmaster, I have to come up with this on the fly right now. So, okay, you didn't make it because your target number was 25 and you rolled a 13.
Right.
So, around,
Doesn't it?
right, he doesn't make it and he rolled a ghost. So, around floor 10, you're like booking. You're like, yeah, I got this. I should have had sausage and biscuits for gravy and all that for breakfast. That was a dumb idea. Oh, you get a stitch in your side and you double over. But when you double over, you kind of go over the banister, like, oh, I got to hold on to something, and you flip over the banister. And you basically like, whoa, and as you flip, your proton pack thankfully snags, like comes off its hook. And as you
You try
fall
one.
off the landing, the proton pack, like here's the bars, it goes dink with the rope, the cord hanging you. So you're basically hanging, you're at like 10 and a half. You are hanging around 10. The door is about 20 feet that way, the landing. Looking down is just a shaft, like a service shaft.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, and you were just kind of twisting in the wind.
You guys saw the cramp though?
Yeah, you still have the stitch in your
Oh
side.
boy, biscuit right there, biscuit. Oh
Couldn't have been the ectoplasm tune at all.
no.
No, not at all.
You hear the door on 10 or 11 open up to the stairwell.
Okay.
And you hear somebody.
Hey there, buddy. Buddy. Hey, mister.
And you hear something rattle through the door.
Yep.
And then. What the heck?
Hey, mister. Mister.
This table is unforgiving.
As you kind of glance up, you see this 20-year-old dude, kind of long hair, big old headphones on,
Okay.
big old like Walkman, looking at the proton pack. He's got like a coveralls on and a baseball cap.
Hey!
Opens up a toolbox, goes for a pair of pliers.
Can I scream a little bit more?
You can try.
What would that be?
Well, it's an opposed roll. His brains to hear you, and your cool to be heard.
Okay.
Unless you have.
This is what happens when you roll
Like,
a ghost.
No. For a vote, I gotta reroll because I didn't have my ghost die. All right. So 12.
Okay, you got a 6.
Okay.
And it looks like he's about to undo the cord with a pair of pliers.
Yeah.
So you'll drop, and he's holding this thing, and you like scream.
Hey! Down here!
Like-
Down here!
Oh, dude!
Give me a hand!
That close.
Oh, thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. You want me to undo this?
No, I need you to give me a hand.
Oh, gotcha, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's going to reach. He's like that far away from your hand. I can't reach, dude.
Can I try and whip up with my muscle?
Tell you what, we'll get to these guys on the elevator, and you can start climbing your way back up.
All right.
All right. All right, you guys. Ding! Elevator's open. You come out on the 14th floor. And it seems pretty quiet. As you look across from you, you see it opens up in like the elevator hallway. So there's a wall in front of you with a huge slime blob on the wall that's kind of dripping down to the carpet. And you see what looks like a roll of toilet paper kind of in the hallway, kind of some of it's soaking up slime, but the rest of it's kind of halfway unrolled. And as you kind of listen, you hear a door slam at the end of the hall.
I do have my goggles on.
Okay.
I'm assuming Steve's got his PK meter out.
Yeah, your goggles, you pick up basically a vapor trail. And it does seem to be coming down this hall, but it's all over. And you can tell it's like there's a trail here and a trail that goes back down. So it's like somebody's been pacing
Okay.
or running around in circles.
Check.
Okay. Steve kicks on the PKE meter, and obviously it's like he's like, it's here.
Again, I'm looking with the goggles.
I'll go this way.
It's pretty bright. And he's like, well, he kind of aims it, but it's one of those where it's so prevalent. It's like, you're here.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like it's
You
over
are
there.
here.
Yeah.
It's like the meter going, you are here. Congratulations, you
The
made it.
entire 14th floor is the red dot. So, all right. So he's like, well, we're slammed that way. He starts walking down that hall. Where do you guys go?
I'll follow Steve.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go the other way.
Go the other way?
Yeah.
Okay. And where are you going to go?
Using the goggles, does it seem like there's a trail any?
It's like I said, it's like somebody's been running around in circles. So you can't
I'll
really
go with
tell.
them because if you can't really see which
Okay.
way it's going, I'll follow Natasha and Boris.
Okay. So you guys are going to the right, and we're going to the left. All right.
I
So
have my slime blower,
you get the slime blower. Okay.
and I also pull the goggles.
Okay.
What equipment do you have here?
Goggles, proton pack. What is that?
PKE meter.
I did bring a trap too.
Okay.
I have one also.
Okay.
So,
That was my trap right there.
You see that that's a P.
yeah. So you can have your PKE meter out and see if it's.
Okay. So proton pack, goggles, and PKE meter. You're gonna hand that down to Natasha, please.
This is a representation of the equipment you have. So
Yes, these are equipment cards.
Gotcha.
So you can tell what you have. Boris, what do you have? With you?
Goggles, slime blower, ghost trap,
Slime blower, ghost trap, and that's it.
and goggles.
Goggles.
Google's. There you go. Goggles and Google.
The Google goggles.
I want the ones from Afterlife where it takes a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The phasing game meter, which was, I gotta admit, I jumped when that happened in the movie too.
Oh, yeah?
When he hit it and he's like, what the hell?
Sterling, what do you have?
I've got trap PK meter and walkie-talkie and goggles.
Yeah, we also have walkie-talkies, but I didn't know if you.
I just figured that was standard issue.
Trap, PK meter, ecto goggles, walkie-talkie, and a proton pack.
Yep.
What's that?
It's a slim blower.
Rob, do you have your equipment yet?
I have goggles, PK, or goggles, pack, and trap. That's it. I'm assuming a radio because that's everybody got a radio.
Do you have a radio?
No, but yeah. Yeah. And I also have the beach kit. And I'm kidding. Yep.
What did you?
Look at the daisies.
I had
We're on this.
a proton pack.
Just don't want my hair is going to
Yeah,
interfere with that. Across there.
My pogo stick jumper adventure.
There's no card for that.
Just give me a blank. Just give me a card. Oh, and the spirit guide. One of the spirit guides. I just grabbed the books. It has pretty pictures.
You can't read.
I can't read.
In black and white. Great on.
I don't have the book, so.
I colored in the extra.
Open Spirit Guide is not a coloring book. Damn it.
Amateur only drink.
Those,
No, I got more.
All right, I just making
I
sure.
always bring at least 3 or 4 bottles.
Okay, because I noticed that was empty. That's why I asked.
Bring extra in case I snack on something else or I just got thirsty. I never just bring one. I'm big and drink a lot.
No, I thank you.
Only bottle of water I can drink. Everything else makes me more thirsty.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, if I get any other kind, it either tastes like it's got metal in it or it makes me more thirsty. Most of the time it makes me more thirsty.
So you notice
That's,
Steve actually has a sling bag. He brought, remember you brought the Alpine gear?
yeah,
He brought that too.
you brought the...
Because when you brought it to the apartment building,
Right.
which is a 4-story building, and when he pulled up, he looked up and he's like, hold on. So he's got like the grappling hook and the rope and stuff on his side, like, you never know.
Right?
So, all right. So you guys split up. You and Steve are going to go down the hall, and he's got the PKE meter, and it's kind of registering pretty high everywhere. There's lots of doors down here. You don't know which one it was. He kind of shows her hands like, okay, this really isn't helping me decide which one it is. How do you want to handle this? Just door to door, or
Flip a coin.
Door to door. You got to work your way down.
take that side, I'll take this side. So you guys are going to go ahead and start trying doors, knocking on doors, whatever. You guys on the other side, you guys go around, and as you kind of come down,
Who's got the PKE meter? You do, right? She
I
does.
do.
I got the goggles and she got the PKE meter.
same thing. Same with the PKE meter. It's kind of it's high enough. It's like, well, this is the full strength. It's
The
everywhere.
goggles showing
The goggles are showing the streams, the vapor trails, and they're quite
Everywhere.
a ways. But you do notice one seems to be a little more prevalent down toward the end of the hall.
You see what I'm saying, Boris? You see what I'm saying, Boris?
And as you guys focus, make a cool check.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. I have under pressure. Is that?
No, it's the number plus the ghost die or the number part of the ghost die.
Ghost die is part of the number.
Yeah. If you roll a number on the ghost die, just add it in.
So what? 2 plus the ghost die?
No, it'd be 2 dice, one of them being the ghost die.
Under pressure doesn't really apply in this because you're just walking down the hall.
Okay. So yeah, just 2.
You're cool. This is going to be a opposed check. Hold on a second.
Ooh.
I'm about to get slimed. Or something.
I got a 14.
I have 8. Rhonda
Yeah.
has 3 and a ghost. Natasha has 3 and a ghost.
What'd you have?
I had 14.
Okay. What'd you have?
8.
And what'd you have?
3 and a ghost.
She rolled a 20. Basically, from out of one of the walls down there, like push up against the wall, get out of her way.
Yeah.
That's your plan. You rolled a 3 and a ghost. You are going to go to the nearest door, open it, and run in. So you open the door, it actually is unlocked, run in, run straight through the room so you can hide. Unfortunately, it opens up into a bathroom. And the water is, the floor is wet. Yeah. And right into a tub full of sudsy bubbles. And you kind of splash down. You don't know what happened after that. But the door slammed behind you, the outside door. All right. Now, don't forget, if any of this stuff happens and you don't want it to happen, you can spend brownie points to avoid that fate.
Right.
But then you have to come up with a reason how you avoided it.
And landing in a bubble bath ain't the worst thing.
That's not as bad as I was expecting, so I'm good with the bubble bath.
She's all like,
Right?
Anyway.
Hey.
You.
Can't wait to come back to you. All right, you got a 14.
Right.
You're like, oh crap! But you've got enough presence of mind before you move out of the way. You can say something.
I'm gonna say her name.
Okay, lead a jet.
Lead a jet! Wait! Or, excuse me, let me do it in my voice. Well, lead a jet there, wait!
All right. As you basically scream that out, yell that out, she does that creepy, like flying right at you, and then just stops, like right here. You're pretty sure he's dead. In fact, you're like, I'm taking his boots.
I'm betting it kind of looks like when the ghost train was coming through and Winston was on the tracks and it's going past him. He's just like,
But it's more like Aliens 3, where she's up against the wall and it's right there, and you're like,
I do my best Sigourney Weaver.
and as she kind of stops, you notice her face kind of goes more normal, like the teeth shrink and go more flat, but they're jagged. Her eyes are still black, but instead of this hideous anger, it kind of softens for a minute. You see her kind of look at you.
We have the rest of your band at the theater.
You and me hear screams from back the way you came. The first doors were locked. The next door, Steve's knocking. You open it up, and there's probably, there's a couple in there getting dressed for like going out on the evening. The girl screams, and the guy's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Sorry, wrong toasty.
Close the door, move on. Okay.
Well, hear the scream.
Yeah, hear the scream.
Run
So you
down
gotta
here.
start running back down the hallway. Okay, Bubba. Make a muscles check. Just tell me what you get. Okay. You're basically like, give me your hand, I can't reach. Oh, forget it. You kind of pull yourself up hand over the cord. As you do, you notice it's like the neutrino wand is starting to do this. Every time you grab it, like shifts, and here pretty soon it's going to go right through.
Okay.
But you manage to grab the railing,
Yeah.
just as it kind of falls, and you catch it.
Oh, okay.
So you pull yourself off the railing. It's 22. So you get back up there. You still have a stitch. You're like, oh, Guys, oh, I got exactly what you need, man. Reaches into his cooler,
Pushes you on the
big old
side.
bottle of Gatorade. He's like, drink that.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh,
Down this whole gallon of Gatorade. He's like, you're welcome.
I appreciate you. Woo! Hey, crap.
Well, the guy's like, good luck, whatever you're doing.
Oh, we're gonna get rid of that ghost up on the higher floor.
Oh, be careful on the stairs. Might want to take the elevator next time.
Yeah, I got such a cramp. I just ate this cat food that was full of ectoplasm. They shouldn't do that. That's a safety tip for the day.
He cranks the volume. Yep. He walks on.
Whatever, you know.
Starts going down the stairs. So you finish running up to the 14th floor.
Well, yeah, at a medium pace.
You're only 4 floors down, so you can kind of hobble up there pretty well. Rhonda, back to you. So you land in the bubble bath, and as you kind of like get up and stand on your feet and kind of steady yourself, you turn around. There's a guy, kind of overweight. All he has on is a towel, and basically like a balloon hat.
A shower cap.
No,
No?
like a balloon animal hat. And he's basically got like a scrub brush and one of those turkey basters. And he looks at you and he's like, room service?
No, I'm running. I'm gonna run.
That was more frightening than the.
Good idea.
I'm gonna run.
And that was your real ghost right there. So you basically, no, and bolt. He's like, are you sure?
Nope,
You
I'm
run
out.
out into the hallway, and as you run back out into the hallway, you run right into that thing and just plaster yourself because you're still pretty scared. You're like, shut the door and then plaster yourself against it, like, oh my god. You guys are gonna come around the corner, and just about then, Bubba bursts through the door. So you're all right there in the hallway. The ghost is facing you, kind of looking. When the other guys come in, she kind of like hisses.
Oh, hang on. We're here to help you. We know about your story. We know you got killed and a witch cursed you. We have the rest of your band at the theater you're supposed to be playing at, except for the singer. We need to take you to them, or else something terrible is going to happen.
Steve's like, Lita, you're like my favorite bassist ever. The riffs you did on that song, and he names off a couple songs, just amazing. When he starts like talking like a fanboy to her,
Right.
like she's kind of calming down, but when he starts like, you're the best bassist ever, you see her start to kind of morph back into what she probably really looks like, and then finally she kind of comes to, and before you is standing, she's probably like 6 foot. So she's pretty tall, very statuesque. Yeah, very statuesque, very voluptuous, and she's wearing like the low-cut shirt down to the belt buckle with the leather
Holy
jacket,
crap.
the leather jacket with the fringe. She's got the bushy, big blonde hair and like the spike earrings, and she is really good looking, but she's just got that heavy metal punk like Nita Ford look to her, and she's kind of like the band.
Yeah, Lemmy and all them that we got down there at the.
They're at the theater. That's where they went to go.
What about Thrasher?
We have him, but we got to go get him back. Because we thought he was a haunting, so we trapped him. But we're going
Yeah,
to
but
go
we're
get
gonna
him
get him to have time for the show.
back. You gotta
That's
perform
not
before midnight.
Thrasher. Thrasher's not dead. I'd know it if he was.
You're talking about the singer, right?
No. My boyfriend. Very ex-boyfriend.
Well, we can go get him. We can bring him to the theater.
No.
No.
I just want some last-minute business.
Well, we can bring him to the theater. Or is he here?
I don't know. I've been looking for him. I want to scare the living shit out of that guy.
Well, we're happy to help you do that. We just got to know where he's at.
Is there a room in here that's open?
There's a couple rooms.
I'll go grab one. Walk in.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. Ghostbusters. Walk on in.
It's an empty room.
Oh.
It's been hastily packed up.
What's
All
he
right.
look like, eh?
I'll call the front desk.
She kind of described it. Front desk.
Yeah. Hey, we're Ghostbusters. We're up here speaking with the haunted demon, and she's demanding a guest. What's his name? Thrasher? What's his full name? Thrasher what?
Tell him he looks like this. I give him the description.
Give the description.
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh, he used to stay here quite a bit, but he hasn't been around for a while. He's in jail.
Oh, he's in jail.
Yeah, just at the correctional facility outside of town. Yeah, he's been there for the last 5 years.
Oh, all right.
We can take it to the correctional facility.
All right.
You can
Well,
scare
we
him with
appreciate it. Thank you.
He's in prison.
And she gives that really sly, kind of like sexy, but I don't want to be in your way kind of smile.
Right.
She's like, if you would do that, I'll go anywhere with you. And when she says it, she looks at Steve, and Steve's like, oh, he almost faints. Like, oh my God.
Hey, Boris, pick up Steven. Let's get out of here.
Basically, you guys can run downstairs.
Oh, Lord. I'm taking the elevator.
Natasha, pick up Bubba and
So,
roll down.
so you guys go downstairs, walk through the lobby, and
Is the ghost walking with us?
yes.
Okay.
So when you walk through the lobby,
Yeah.
everybody's screaming and running, and it's like
No, don't worry,
like,
nothing to see.
We got
are
it
you
taken care
taking
of.
it away?
Yes, she's leaving.
Can I roll my bullshit?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, God.
Because they're like, I thought you were supposed
Hell
to
no.
catch him, not take him out to a date or something.
Well, now see here, now, when we
He's
catch him,
Yeah.
this is a special VIP taking care of our 26.
It doesn't matter what they roll. Oh, okay. VIP.
This is what happens when,
Well,
this is what
if
happens
we
when a
don't
celebrity
destroy
dies.
the ambiance of the hotel, and this ghost is just with the
The man
most.
was like, oh, yes, I remember the century. Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
well, we don't
Thank
want to
you.
repeat that, of course.
Yes,
Yes,
of course.
so-
Thank you.
Yep.
Tully's going to be really happy with the way we do this.
So basically, you guys pile in the car, and she kind of sits down. She's not sliming anybody, but she sits down, and she's like, okay, well, Steve clicks on the lights and gets you to prison real quick. She's like, just wait here.
Oh, you want us to come in with you? Or?
No.
Oh, all right.
This is private. And she basically just,
Right.
after about 3 minutes, you hear alarms going off in the prison, hearing and ringing and stuff like that. You actually do hear a couple screams as inmates run out into the yard, scared out of their minds, and all of a sudden, she's back in the car. Okay, we're done. Take
That's
me to
cool,
the van.
Steve.
So,
Well, how'd it go? All right. Did you have words?
just fine.
Oh,
just fine.
Did he really crap himself?
Yeah, I
Oh,
broke it up to
sweet.
him as quickly, as painfully as I could.
That's good. Well, at least he can get a new pair if he needs it. But everyone will be knowing him in the.
She kind of looks a new pair of flats.
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
Bubba's not the brightest bulb, so you got to kind of look on his level.
Oh, yeah. I'm lucky that there's even power to the switch.
So you guys head back to the amphitheater, and she basically walks right in the doors with you, and Lemmy and Keith are there, and they're like, Rita, it's good to see you. It's great to have you back. You gonna go get Vince now?
That's our job, yeah.
All right, we'll be waiting here for you. And they basically hug each other, and
Tune up the band. We'll be back shortly.
yeah, we're gonna practice our gig. So they go out, they vanish, and it's like, all right, get back to the headquarters. It's probably by now about 6 o'clock. You got 6 hours.
Run some red lights,
Hey,
Steve.
Steve, you better tell them what's going on here at the theater so they know what's going on, so they don't freak out.
I don't think there's anybody here, is there?
No, pretty much they left until you were done.
Oh, well, that's good.
They're like,
All right.
we can't put on any shows until this is dealt with. So call us when it's finished.
Did we have to tell any other ghosts that live here what's going on?
There's no other ghosts here, at least not that you know of.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe parents. Tonight's special guest star, Captain Blackbeard. 1972.
Oh, crap. It's about time you give me Spencer. Oh, yeah.
So you guys head back to the headquarters and run in. Jinx is there, and what you guys see, this is the first time you've seen Jinx, you see a cat jump up onto the desk.
She was a turtle shell punchy or something like I can't remember what kind.
Yeah, she was mostly white with a little bit of dark coloring on her top of her head and her tail, and probably
Maybe not tortoiseshell.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tortoiseshell, but mostly white.
Gotcha.
You know, she's got the
Kitty and a half shell.
I think she's sea-powered, kind of like what the ghosts in the movie look like.
yeah. She's translucent and blue. So she hops up on the desk and just kind of purrs. Looks at the tuna. She starts eating the tuna. She basically picks up the tuna, but it falls through her intangible jaw back into the can. That's where the slime is coming from. But she just kind of eats some tuna and sits there and kind of looks at you.
Hey there, how you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, Bubba, do your job.
Steve's like, I'll go bring her down to the containment grid. I'll get the stuff ready.
I'll pick her up, like pat her.
Yeah, she jumps in your arms. Yeah, it's a little bit of slime. So she jumps in your arms. She actually jumps in your arms and you pet her, but as soon as you start moving toward the basement with her, she kind of starts, and that's when you get the slime because she's getting nervous.
All right, well, meow, 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 meow.
Again, she looks over at you and does that.
We need your help.
Meow.
There's a ghost in our containment unit that we have to get out.
Meow, 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 meow.
And Steve has something to help you if you'll go in and get him for us.
Meow. But you're gonna come back out, meow.
Yeah, we're not going to leave you in there.
Right, meow.
You're gonna go in right now.
Right now, meow.
And
We'll
if you do
get
that,
out, meow.
and if you do that for us, Bubba promises to wear a tuna suit.
Yeah, meow.
Okay, maybe
She
not
licks your
that.
arm.
Okay, maybe not that. But we'll figure out a good treat, I promise.
Yeah, whatever you like.
So you guys go down in the basement. Steve's got this little.
Maybe we can catch some ghost fish.
Great idea. Throw a trap in the water and see what happens. We'll set it off.
I'm in the water.
This kid's getting a drink of tap water.
Bubba's in there. I'm catching them live.
All right. So you guys go down. Steve's got this little harness. It looks like a backpack, but it looks like he's attached it to a cat
There's
harness.
a meme that's
And there's a little
Tacticat.
box.
Have you seen this?
What is
I
it?
think it's saying Tacticat. Somebody built an army vest that holds a clip and a flashlight and like medical equipment
Put it on the cat.
for the cat. So I'm kind of envisioning this thing in my
Or
living
that's so you can have a kitty kitty bang bang.
Yeah, that's dessert. So it's got a little kitty harness with this backpack. It looks like it's got electrodes and stuff on it. It almost looks like
Fun.
an exposed walkie-talkie.
Okay.
So, but reconfigured to more of a square shape. But then he's got this little thing. Okay, now this goes on top. He puts on this little helmet that kind of pushes her ears down, and it's like a little miniature version of the Aura video analyzer. And he straps it to her chin.
You're so cute.
And she's
You're
like,
so cute. Oh, look at you. You're so cute. Oh, God dang, you're so cute.
Don't nobody take a picture of her. She'll get really mad then.
he's like, all right, now this will connect you to the scanner over here, which I've got connected to the monitor. And he clicks it on, and what you see is basically on a monitor is her view, but it's like an ectovisor.
Oh,
So you can see the spectral things and stuff. And when she looks over at the containment unit, it's like, he's like, all right, now we're gonna have to put you in the containment unit, but we can follow you here, and I can send the signal so you know to come back. And he holds up his little cassette thing. He's like, this is the guy. Because he has a cassette from the band. He's like, this is the guy right here. She like looks at it. He's like, you see him? That's who you're looking for. And she kind of like sniffs the cassette thing. And he's like, all right.
That means she understood.
Right. So we're going to have to put you in a trap. It's not going to hurt, I don't think. But then we have to put you in the, and he's explaining it. And he's like, all right. He steps on the foot pad and it opens up and it's, she's like, backing up from him. He's like, somebody put her in the trap. Here we go. Okay. Have you ever put a cat in a cat carrier?
Yes, impossible.
Yeah. So roll your muscles or moves, whichever's higher.
I think it'll probably take all of us.
Yeah, it might take 2 or 3 of you. So choose your muscles or moves, whichever's higher.
I got 18.
Okay, just keep track of your numbers because this is an opposed roll.
Plus this one.
4 and
He's eating my hand. I'm looking in the light.
I got a 12.
Yes, thanks.
No ghost.
16, no ghost.
No ghost.
So 5, 10, 15, 19. No
Okay.
ghost.
All right. How many people beat a 16?
I got added 16, didn't beat it.
Yeah.
All right. Good job. Okay. Danae, what'd you roll? 6. Okay. So you guys are like all trying to put her in, like grab that paw, put it in the tray, you grab the other paw. You finally get her in the trap and it closes. And you're like, oh, you look over and Sterling's just dripping. Just kind of standing there like, okay, good job, everybody. You guys are all like, oh, we made it. Oh.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah. Steve's over there, way over by the monitor. Good job. Put the trap in the containment unit. So you basically go deposit it.
Yeah, it's my turn to do lever. My time to do lever.
Don't fuck it up this time, Steve.
Yeah, dude, don't mess up.
Yeah.
Goes down, right?
Only one way.
Just down.
Yeah, last time I pushed it up.
And broke it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Off the wall.
down.
There you go. You hear that, and the light goes green. And he's like, all right. And everybody looks at the monitor, and it's like it's a big blinding light, and then all of a sudden you're in somewhere.
In the containment unit.
Yeah, basically you see what looks like an giant open space with, it looks like blocks of stone or clay or jello moving around, hovering, little islands floating there.
I knew it. It's Minecraft.
And as you go through, you see her like moving, like she's moving around. And as you look, you start seeing some of the spirits in there that you caught. One of them is like this skeletal, undead-looking sea captain, and he's basically like got this down with seafood restaurants sign, like he sucks. And he's got his crew with him. For anybody who's been on that module, you see a presence that looks like this huge, like Tyrannosaurus Rex with these buck teeth, and it's as she kind of moves up to it, you can hear it's like, what? Because that was the entity you fought.
Right.
You actually see some of the off in one area there's a whole bunch of ghosts congregating, and they all look like they're in Scottish garb. They're all like doing maneuvers.
Right.
So they're practicing, and there's other ghosts in here that you've caught over the years. And as she kind of moves through, you do see up ahead there's like this one little, looks like a floating stalactite, and sitting on it is this guy. His head's down, looks very gaunt, ratty old leather jacket, long hair covering his face, boots, and he's just kind of despondently sitting there. He kind of like, Steve's like, that's it, Jinx, go for him. And you're, meow. Basically,
That means okay.
she's already headed for him.
Like, shut up, Steve. I'm on my way.
Yeah. She kind of goes up, lands next to him, gets in his lap, and it's kind of creepy because as she gets in his lap, she looks up at him, and you see that gaunt, open mouth face just staring right at the camera, and it's like, yeesh. And as she does that and starts purring, you see his face start to morph back, and he starts like this clawed hand, basically pets her. As he's petting her, the hand shortens to become a regular hand, and then you see his face kind of turn back into a normal guy. He's like, hey, kitty, I love cats. How are you doing? Where'd you come from? What are you wearing? And Steve's like, he can't hear us. Jinx, bring him back out. But hurry, because if the others notice you're getting out, they're going to try and escape. You got to get here quick. So, meow. He
That means okay.
hops off his lap and starts to move and looks back, and he's like, where are you going? Meow, meow. Starts moving. He's like,
Meow,
okay. So he basically leaps off and kind of grabs on to her. And as she looks back, he's right there. He's like, okay, this is fun. What are we doing?
You know, I had a dream like that once.
Yeah, he's like, this is like a really bad trip. Somebody's idea of a dream. That'd be a weird person.
Well, don't cover yourself in peanut butter and try and electrocute a bunch of fish in the lake with a booze trap.
Basically, as she starts moving with Vince, you see like that whole Scottish army.
Turn and look.
You see what,
Yeah.
and start to float that way. And she's kind of like, meow,
Yeah.
like moving
harder.
faster.
Yeah.
He's like, should I kick harder? What is it? What are we doing? Holy crap. She looks behind. He's looking behind. It's a whole Scottish army. There's what? There's a couple like class 5s coming in. Really wicked looking group. Like the Grim Reaper kind of ghosts coming in. They're like moaning. He's like, yeah, okay. Hey, there's a light up ahead. Yeah, let's go. So they start moving, and you can tell he's like, okay, they're coming to the entrance. Get that trap ready. Get it ready.
Ready?
Bubba, don't touch that lever because we got one chance at this. Somebody grab that lever.
Okay.
Okay. When I say now, flip it up. Ready? And everybody's watching the monitor, and you can see her
I'm like-
flying toward this like square of light.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my proton pack on.
Yeah, just okay. You see this square of light, and she's getting closer to it, and it's starting to blind you, and you can hear the ghost trap or the containment unit actually like vibrating.
Shit.
And he's like, okay, now flip it now. You flip it up, and as you do, the thing opens up, and there's a ghost trap, and it's like steaming really a lot. So he's like, don't touch it without a glove. So
It says it just a
just a
encasement or
handle.
just a
Just a handle.
okay.
So you can just pull the trap out. Pull the trap out, and as you do, you see what looks like a head of something like pushing through. So it's like stretching the face, so the eyes are like way back and like bulging out, and it's got these gnashing teeth. And it's like coming through the containment unit, like trying to fit through this little tiny square.
Can I zap it?
Go ahead.
Shooting stuff. back to hell you go, boy! Well, gotta go.
Oh no.
That didn't work too.
11 and a ghost.
11 and it goes. Okay. All right. Well, basically, as you go back to him and point it, the ghost is like the eyes bulge out and then just kind of go. And you almost hear the honk, and it sucks back in as you shoot.
Yeah.
You shoot into the containment unit with a proton stream, and it basically backlashes. So you see his proton stream. Like the little squirrely lights are like this big around.
Right.
Now they're like this big around.
Oh shit.
They hit your neutron wand
Yeah.
and blow you back across the room into the wall.
And he's got slashing face and
Yep.
wiry,
Yep.
steamy hair. And
Hell!
So
Hell!
you are banged up some. Now here's how this works. You've taken a point of damage, so you are banged up some, or 2 points of damage
Okay.
from that. So you are going to lose one from a trait temporarily. You choose which trait. It cannot go to 0, so fortunately it's not your brains.
Oh no. Bubba lost more brains.
I'll do my moves.
Moves. Okay. Now, if you want to alleviate that, you can do so, but you'd have to spend 15 brownie points.
Oh, geez. Wow. Okay.
That's a lot.
All right.
Well, if you got a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I said
if you want to
after
take
the
it,
cramp, and
if you
after
want to take it,
that.
you'll be at -1 moves for the rest of the story.
Okay, that's
Next
fine.
time you'll be.
It's kind of like, oh, the cramp and this.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, it's a bad day.
It's a bad day. Okay. So you. Yeah, Bubba lands against the wall. He's kind of charged, and as he kind of like moves forward, and turns, you see the outline of Bubba perfectly in the wall, and everything else is kind of singed.
I've got that yellow beard.
Yeah, your beard is actually like sticking out and like smoking at the corners. Your eyebrows are like gone.
That was fun. Steve, we need to all do that.
No.
No.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh boy! Oh, it hurts.
But as soon as that happens and you take the trap out, then it kind of closes and that door shuts.
Should we open the trap now, or do we take it to the theater first?
Should probably take it. Well, I guess it doesn't
Bring
matter.
in the theater first.
That way nothing else happens.
All right.
Well,
let's go.
What about Jinx?
That's right. She might not be able to leave. We'll have to open it here. So Steve kind of like stepped on the thing, and out come the ghosts. Jinx is kind of like, does that, shakes herself, and then just kind of like cleans herself, but looks at all of you like, I'm never doing that again.
Hey, Jinx.
And if cats could laugh,
I go over and take off the stuff.
yeah. So she's fine. Steve helps you undo Jinx. She's actually fine. Vince is standing there. He's like, "Whoa,
Hi,
that was
Vince.
messed up." Hey,
Vince, you gotta find out what we gotta do here real quick. So let's follow us and let's.
okay.
We got the rest of your band at the theater.
Oh,
We gotta get you over there because you gotta do your last
right.
show.
Oh, that's right. Man, I don't know why I forgot that. We've been practicing for that all that time. Then the bus happened. Yeah.
Well, they're all there. We even got Lita. What's her name?
Jet?
Yeah, Jet, yeah.
Oh, good. Then Lemmy and Keith.
Let me
are there.
keep it there.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, let's get going. Yeah. I think there's some sort of time limit or something.
Yeah, midnight.
Sorry about the house thing. We didn't know.
Well, I am too, man. I look, I wasn't myself. I was going through
Yeah.
like a
Well, we
episode or
we
something.
got that. I mean, look at me. I'm not myself.
Dude.
You want to
okay?
for that?
No.
He looks at the wall. Are you okay?
You don't fall on your keys.
Steve's like, let's go.
I mean, it's like that, but like gassy.
Vince is actually like, really, dude? No, you ought to see a doctor about this. You
I
don't end up like me, you know.
I should. No. Well, I don't know. You're a famous singer. I wouldn't mind that.
I'm dead. You don't want to be dead.
Oh, well, that's true. No, not yet.
Yeah, see a doctor. So, as you guys are walking, you notice Vince is a very personable, like charismatic, friendly guy.
Now, Steve's a big fan of yours. He's got your cassette and everything.
Yeah, he's like, you still have the cassette, dude. I would sign that if I could hold a pen.
You could like splat it with ectoplasm or something.
Steve's like, how about pulls out a petri dish? How about a sample? I said, yeah, sure. He's like, yes, awesome. That's great. You can get one for everybody. Grab some petri dishes. Basically, he's like, yeah. So as you ride to the
Now that's weird.
amphitheater, it's nighttime. It's like 8 o'clock.
Right.
And as you guys get there on the way, everybody is like in such a good mood. You're all laughing and he's telling stories, and it's like his charismatic way just kind of like lightens everything. So as you guys pull up, it's like, we got to get there. When you pull up, everybody's getting out of the car and laughing. That was a good one. Yeah, I'll say that joke sometime, And as you guys walk into the amphitheater, the other three are there. And like, Vince, God, you made it. Lenny's like, it's about fucking time, mate.
Right.
He's like, yeah. I'm sorry. We got to get this show going now. We got to play out our song. And he's like, yeah. Okay, all right, let's get set up. And he's like, well, let's get to the stage. So you all walk into the amphitheater, get up on the stage. I'm like, where are the instruments? How are we going to play? And he's like, just think about it, man. And as he does, like his wicked looking guitar appears. He's like, God, dude. He's just kind of like drum set. So they all kind of like do that. They lead us.
I'm
like,
trying to do it too.
Lita kind of like just assumes this cool position, and the bass appears. And then Vince kind of walks up and is like, ready? Just puts his hand up, and there's a microphone there on the stand.
Oh, and I brought my camcorder, sound recording.
Okay, all right. You record it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's like,
I
all
know this
right,
camcorder, so.
let's wake the dead, guys. And as soon as they start to play, you hear thunder inside, like a rumbling noise. And he's like, they all kind of stop.
Sounds like an AC/DC cover.
Wasn't you guys, was it? The
No,
rumbling continues, and you notice there's like a wind blowing up in here, like there's a breeze. As you look over behind them up on stage, and you guys are like in the front row.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we're just gonna sit down and watch. You see this whirling cloud form, and as it does, there's like purple flashes of lightning inside. You hear rumbling, and you start to see what looks like bats kind of flitter out of it and kind of fly around, and you hear a voice say, "Not so fast."
Woo! It's the main show.
And as the cloud like forms this vortex, you see a female form like hover down. She's like totally gone. Striped socks, big buckle boots, eye makeup and everything. And she's got like the ankh, the big necklace with the ankh, and like a pentagram and all this stuff, and just like long gloves and or sleeve tattoos, long dark hair with like white at the ends. And she comes in and is like, "I didn't think you could pull it off, and I'm gonna make sure you don't." And he's like, the lead singer turns around, "Oh, you bitch." And we're gonna stop there.
What?
Yeah.
So that chapter was Only Women Bleed and Mama, I'm Coming Home.
After song titles.
So,
All right.
oh yeah. So far the chapters have been when they found their cat, Stray Cat Strut. Chapter 2 was Rebel Yell, when they caught the Banshee singer. Chapter 3 was No Voices in the Sky, which is Lemmy with a Motorhead song where they talk about, dude, this is like not gonna be good. And there was Only Women Bleed and Mama, I'm Coming Home. And chapter 6, I can tell you, is Fly to the Angels. If they make it, that's where they're going. So I hope that was good.
Good job.
Sorry to leave it at a cliffhanger, but I thought, well, that's a good place to end it. So we'll pick up the next time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Against the Witch Groupie.
Which
Do you have it done yet, or just? Or,
Yeah, I have it done. I just didn't want to get into that big battle because it's like 8:30 and we're going to talk
Okay.
about the other
Okay.
characters.
right.
Don't forget, folks, to check out our link tree on all of our social media. Go to our YouTube. We're still trying to get our YouTube followers built up so that way we can go live there. And don't forget, once we get to 50, we'll give away Steve's dice. Steve is not present on the table. I don't know where Steve's at right now.
He's on vacation.
Steve took the holidays off.
Do you blame him?
He's filming his cameo in Jurassic World.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure to tune in on the 21st also as our first ever Christmas special, holiday special, not Christmas special, holiday special. And we're going to do a special game there that we're not going to say what yet. If you haven't been paying attention to some of the social media, you will know what it is. But if you haven't, you'll just have to wait and see. See you all again next week. Thanks for showing up
Bye,
tonight.
guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. I have everybody's equipment cards.